it was very quick. There was I don't even know who they were looking at, but it was very quick. They had full faith in Billy, and when Billy recommended me, Lombardi was like, "If you like him, okay." And it was definitely a different interview. uh, that in Winnipeg, it was like everyone in the boardroom and pamphlets and yeah, it was definitely different. In LA, I literally walked into Lombardi's office. He said, "I'm busy. I already said hi to you. We'll talk later. Just go over to talk to Blakey." And I sat with him, and Blakey was like, "If you're cool, Billy, and you think this is right, then let's do it."
Sounds right
And
up your alley. Very West Coast kind of hiring.
it worked out great, and they were unreal with me because by that time it was kind of known how I was. And
But what does that mean? What does that mean?
well, I don't. Some people like maybe some people in Winnipeg would call me aloof. I'm not a big tie guy.
I like the word
I
chill. Can we agree on
Yeah,
chill? Okay.
and, and I will say to the day I left the NHL, I never really fit in with it all. Um, I do whatever you got to do, but I didn't the whole business wheel. I had a tough time with. I loved what I did. I loved working with the guys. I loved helping the guys. I loved being in the rink, but all the other stuff I didn't like at all. And that's okay. I think shit happens for a reason, and I'm where I'm meant to be actually. And people always ask me that, would I ever go back? And I'm like, no.
When you're talking about the business side, things that you don't like, what specifically are you talking about, if I may ask?
Yeah, no, that's fine. Just, everybody's just so freaking worried about doing everything and looking good and playing the role, and you don't want to say this or you don't want to do that, and God forbid if you're just 1 minute early for something. And like, I just had a tough time with everybody's walking on eggshells all the time. LA was a lot better for that with me and just let me be me. And they would make jokes about it. Like the coach in with the Rain, Mike Stuthers, who I love dearly. He used to rip on me all the time because I would go in the morning at a reasonable hour and sit down, have my coffee, and then get ready and whatever. Stutz would be there freaking 5:30 in the morning, and the whole staff would be working out and doing stuff. And then after we're done, I'm doing my video, done that, and lunch is done, and everybody's staying, and I don't have anything else to do, and I leave. And Stutz would make jokes all the time, like, "Yeah, Dusty's right away looking at flights to get out of here." And I thought you just got here. But that's just kind of how I rolled. I worked hard at what I did, and I'd go for lunches with my goalies and stuff, and he was like, "All you do is take guys to lunch." And I said, "That's my job." And he's like, "Yeah, whatever." But but yeah, no, it was just I just t- have taken the parts that I really loved, minus being on the ice. I do miss that part a little bit, and now I'm also get to work with kids and help them before they head into this real cutthroat arena of junior hockey and stuff.
Well, what kind of advice are you giving these kids? Because I mean, it's changed so much since you and I were on the ice, and even Trav. I mean, you in the tenure that you've had. I mean, things have changed quite a bit. I mean, I'm curious to know what kind of advice if you had to give one blanket statement to these kids that are about to make that jump into the next realm of hockey. What is it?
It's a tough one to give a blanket statement with just everybody, because I treat everybody so individually, because everybody has a different place in their life and what they're thinking, what they're struggling with, right? But I will say, as a base, I want to try to get everybody, to a place where their base is the love of themselves in the game.
Which
And
which comes
regardless
first?
of
Which comes first?
themselves
Good.
first. first and foremost, and then the game. And from there, if you have that base, then you can achieve and hit all the failures along the way, and you're going to be fine. But if you're led by money, by status of what other people think, and this is a terrible thing now with social media and what everybody's saying about you, it's going to be really tough for you. So with the kids, I really try to, and I tell all parents when they see, if they're just find me through Google or something, and they see NHL coach, that I'm going to try to propel them to the next level. Before I accept anybody, I always say that I never am about what team they're going to make or anything. I'm just trying to build strong people.
We do a hockey podcast called Sling the Biscuit every single Sunday. The clips, the bite-sized chunks are right here. Only the hits, the full-length show, which you don't want to miss, is right here. That's Dave. I'm Travis. We'll see you soon.